part 2 of the scrap room, still in the ugly toolbox. Okay, so we just got done talking about the IKEA drilling guide, and this is great. Lining up strips of brads, lining up little holes that you're going to be sewing. I just keep big pieces of the squishy foam in here for stamping on. It's my precision stamping surface. An old pill sorter that I found at Goodwill works really good for sorting out little beads or sorting glitter. And then I keep all the punch outs from, can't even think what it's called right now. Yeah, you know, the heavy cardboard stuff. Whoo, chipboard, there you go. It works really good for creating patterns if you're going to be spraying with the angel mist or anything that you've made, which is how I do it. This one has things in progress. Never put it away. Just a place to put little projects that I'm still working on that I want to tuck away. And that's leftover from this summer because I'm lazy bum. And this is minis. So it's just little albums that I haven't used yet that I might want to modify. Right here I have 2 organizers that I got at Big Lots, and I'll just show you one of them. The blue one, again, has more big projects, and it works really good if I'm going to go to a crop to just be able to pull that out. This, like I said, came from Big Lots. It's got several different sections in it, and I use it to organize stencils, because they're really, it's easy to pack them flat. And then I've also got my Colossal system in there. Works pretty darn good. Okay, so I'm going to try and make the transition to the corner without, whoops, killing anything. And I'll do the bottom half of the desk. So this is the desk wall. I made this desk, and it's super white trash. You can see it. Ha-ha! This is the side of an IKEA pantry, the long side, with a board that I put up against the wall. And it's on little L brackets, then some extra wood, and then there's actually a binder in here. It fits, it's not actually supporting, but as you can see right here, it's just stacked up to make it work. You know, it works, whatever. This is how I keep my alphabets right now. This is just a little storage thing I found at Tuesday mornings, and I have all of my alphabets in here by color. So I've got neutrals and greens and reds, white, whatever. And then I have another, okay, so here's an organizer that has my sort of rainbow alphabets, and it's all the things that couldn't be divided into color, a specific color, just put them together. One of these has rub-ons, one has birthday card making materials, one has tracing paper, baby card materials, little drawing pads. This is my Cricut cartridge organizer that I made, and I made this by watching someone else's awesome video on YouTube, and thank you. Cannot remember the site right now because I'm really bad. But it gives all the instructions for cutting. This is the plastic board, and then you divide it up by numbers. So each of these Cricut cartridges is in a numbered slot. You can also buy these ready-made on eBay that someone has gone through and made much fancier, but I already had the materials on hand. So. And then each of the Cricut guides are in here, and they have a little tag on a rubber band that corresponds to the slot where you find the cartridge, which works great for my son because he doesn't read yet. And then I go through and make a label, so also in alphabetical order so I can see. I go through and pull out all the instructions that are not in a language that I speak or read, which would be everything but English, and that makes the sections significantly smaller, so you can store the key cover in there as well. So that allows me to get quite a few in just one small space, which is nice. Again, my closet is about 6 feet deep by about 10 feet wide, so it's of max importance to get things in small areas. These are IKEA drawers, and this is how I divide up my brads. And I just poke a hole in these little dollar store containers and stick a brad right in the top. It works out really good. This is gel pens. Gel pens that I got at Costco several years ago. I recommend making yourself a coloring guide that shows you what color the pen is, what number it is, and then when that pen runs out, just cross it out with an X so you know that it's not missing somewhere. That works really good because most of these pens, it'll look like there's 3 or 4 of the same color, but really they're vastly different. Here we go, got calligraphy supplies. I don't have a ton of eyelets, so again I have sort of the same system. I don't put an eyelet on the top, but I don't know what that is. Different X-Acto blades. The one drawer my son knows he cannot get into. Index cards. Miscellaneous tool, like the diamond etcher. Electronics is what this says, but it's got a spare inhaler in it and all these little things that I ripped out of toys. Well, it's not going to work. That light up that I always think would be fun to put on a scrapbook page. Different kinds of chalks and printmaking supplies for rubbing with the boiler and that kind of stuff. Okay, over from there I've got an organizer that's two-sided from Costco that holds all my photographs. This is just a bag that's got little projects in it my son got for Christmas. So when he comes in and says, "Mom, I want to work with you," I've got something to whip out. My trimmer, my upright magazine storage that doesn't have a whole lot in it other than sides of cereal boxes and cracker boxes, because I've discovered another video on YouTube where this really great lady makes chipboard albums, and she just puts these cereal boxes or whatever on her mat and cuts it twice, and then she cuts the image and the mirror image out of paper, and it's a perfect fit for making chipboard that's custom. This is the Scrap Rack Portable Binder. It allows you to pull a section out of your scrap rack and take it with you when you crop. It's okay. Not super useful. This is a really cool apothecary. I love anything with little drawers. And I got it years ago at this place called Bargain Street Liquidators. And so this holds my chipboard shapes. And they're all in here vaguely alphabetically. Like B for boat. Ta-da! And then, of course, I start cramming things in all together, XYZ at the end. The other part of this bench is held up by this cool antique post office sorter that I got a long time ago at the Goodwill. It's been in every room of my house doing different things. The only problem is, as you can see, the drawers don't open very easily anymore. Part of that is because the state I live in is so humid that the drawers swell. But anyway, here's some extra Cricut supplies, little self-stick paper. This drawer is cardstock. Actually, it's not cardstock. It's chipboard, but the little tag is so cute that I just try to remember. Whoops. As you can see, some things are a little bit full. This is knitting supplies and hoops. I've got a lot of different hobbies. It's hard to say now. These are cards that I've made that are ready to go out to someone or go to work. Here's envelopes. These little tags are from the Cosmo Cricut collection, and I just went through and wrote things on it. So this one is actually labeled "and such," as in things and such. So here's masks. Here's some more clips that'll work on my Costco shelves. Little paper mache ball, because who doesn't need one of those? It's awesome. Tins! Okay, that's what used to be in here, but now it's mostly just supplies. Foam core, wood things. Used to be more over from kits. There's a couple of kits in here. I usually pick these up at Big Lots when they're on clearance. It's kind of fun to have them on hand. I use these $1 pencil boxes that you can get, and they stack really nice, but I don't need them stacked right now. It's got spare embroidery floss for using in here. Wood things, all kinds of wood things, including, strangely, pottery tools, which are wood. More tools. This has got all my the texture scissors that were so cool a year ago. My punch arm, feathers and little stamps. Or, sorry, punches. And then this is my, really heavy punch drawer. It's got just my large punches in it that I think are fun. I don't have a ton of punches anymore. I used to think they were really neat, but now that I've got a die cutter, I don't really need it. Okay, I'm going to cut that video short. That's the bottom half.